Hey guys, welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan. This is gonna be take two. I messed up the first part, but this is gonna be take two. And welcome to the channel. We are gonna have a shave with this right here, Ariana and Evan's wonderful soap for September, which is Suicide Prevention Month. And if you're interested to know my testimony and my dealings with being a survivor of losing someone to suicide, I will link that video in my description. But today we are going to be testing this particular razor, the razor I love to hate, with the Persona Comfort Coated Blade. This razor works great if you have the right blade in it, and it's a complete disaster if you don't. So I've already soaked up, so let's get going here. So far, this seems to be a great shave. I've noticed with razors that like twist to open razors that don't bend the blade at a sharp angle, they can be kind of rough. But that seems to be fantastic. I'm using a little warm water. It is 78 degrees here in Dallas-Fort Worth today. Friday, it was 110. I'll take that. I messed up the first take for this. That's why I started it with shaving cream on. I'm not going to tell y'all what I did because it's just too damn embarrassing. I started off shaving. Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. I don't care. I was so concentrating on something else that I started off trying to shave with no shaving soap. So second pass, well, it'll make it a quick video. You know, if you ever find yourself in a spot to where you feel like giving up, there's a number you can call nationwide. It's 988, and they will hook you up with a counselor. And if you just need some encouragement, leave a comment on the channel. I don't care what it's for. I mean, yeah, this is a shaving and fragrance channel, but the most important thing I think we can do for each other is encourage each other in the internal matters as well as the external matters, because life can get pretty tough and it can make you want to give up. But, you know, I don't want to see anybody give up. I know the effect it's had on me and my children losing my wife. And recently I've had a situation come up that kind of pulled that scab off there again. But I'll deal with it because I believe God is good. And, you know, it's the sad times in life that make you really appreciate the good times in life. All right, so Persona Blade, Parker 78R. Now I'm confused. 87R. And let's go against the grain. Next, we're going to try this with a feather. Maybe I might be too scared. I've actually considered taking this razor out of rotation. Because when I first got it, I really, really liked it. But this was probably my third or fourth razor I bought. But the Persona blades seem to be doing a great job. The best blades I've used in this razor to date are the Gillette 7 o'clock Super Stainless in the green pack. Those are really good blades in almost every razor I have. And I will be using the Ariana and Evans soap. I cannot talk today, y'all. All month. Yep, so far on every razor I have used these blades on, the Personas have just been top notch. They're really smooth. Yep, got to do the old cleanup pass on my neck, but not before we get a drink of coffee. Hills Brothers Dark Satin. Ground fresh. I picked it up from Amazon. 32-ounce bag for $11.50. That's a bargain. I've always liked Hills Brothers coffee. And whether you percolate it, however you do it, man, grinding it from the beans is just the bee's knees. It's the best way to do it. Yep, I'm already feeling feedback from this razor, and I get more feedback from this razor when I run the alum block over my face than I do any other razor. And I would be curious, anybody else have that happen to you? Do you have one razor that actually shaves pretty good, but gives you more feedback once you run the alum block over your face? And if that happens to you, why do you think it is? That would be a great topic for discussion, because I really don't know. My Game Changer, which is more aggressive than this one, doesn't leave the feedback that this one does when I go to run that alum block across my face. I don't understand it. I mean, it's not terrible. Next shaving video is going to be kind of a benchtop review. I'm going to show you guys my little razor collection. Yeah. This might be this razor's last shave. Because even with these good blades in here, it's still just making mincemeat of my face. I'm not getting any weepers, and I'm not cutting myself, but it just... It is not a super smooth bowl of cream of wheat. Great, now I want cream of wheat. And I don't understand why this one particular razor does that. But if you look in there, you can see that that blade's pretty flat. And I have a feeling, although I can't be sure, that when you lay those blades out flat, it changes the way they shave. And let me know if I'm off base on that or not. I would like to get up under here. I see I'm pushing my luck too. Also have a fragrance video coming up today about a fragrance that has been out since the 90s that I completely missed. Of course, I haven't always been a fragrance collector. I've generally had 3, if that many at the most. You know how most guys are. We find one thing that works for us and by cracky, we stick with it. Because Lord forbid we discover something else that might work. I mean, if you don't take a chance with some things, you'll never know. And that's kind of how it is with wet shaving. If you don't ever take a chance, you will never know what you're missing. Washing off the face here because I think we're at a stopping point. All right. So, yeah, I feel a couple of weepers on there. I can, couple of weepers. All right, so this is my favorite alum block. And I saw a guy in one of the forum post a picture of an alum block that's similar to this. I seriously doubt that Razor Rock manufactures this, but, yep, down here on my neck is where it's the worst. Yeah, I have a feeling that what I'm talking about here has to do with blade geometry, not just gap or exposure. Let's kind of seal that up a little bit. And we're going to let it sit for a few seconds, which would be a great time to have a drink of coffee. Yum, 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 yum. Sorry, did I do that out loud? All right, let's rinse it off. That's good enough for me. And even though I have some great splashes on my counter right now, I'm going to reach for the Nivea. This is my favorite thing to use when my face has been chewed up and I feel like it. Although those were the best blades I've used in this Parker. It's not a bad shave, but it's not as smooth as it could be. I think I'll just keep that razor in rotation because it did a good job with those blades. But it's still not as smooth as some of the other razors I have. Maybe we can have a conversation about it. What's your experience with the Parker 87R? Good, bad, or indifferent? Because I've always had pretty good luck with Parkers. Anyway, that's the shave video for today. And I wanted to thank all the subscribers to the channel. My goal for this channel is to talk about shaving and fragrances and things that males need to do, you know, male grooming and keeping yourself up, but not just on the outside, but also on the inside, because I found after struggling with depression for years that these things are great reflectors of what's going on inside of us. You know, there's something awesome about being clean shaven and looking as best you can, regardless if anybody thinks you're pretty. Looking the best you can, because it's a reflection of what's going on the inside. And I love shaving. I love the fragrances. It helps me with peace and, you know, just makes me feel good. And that's what I want to help people do. And I want to help people do that without spending a whole lot of money, because I think you can do both of these hobbies and not spend a fortune doing it. Anyway, God bless you guys. Lift each other up, encourage each other. It's a tough world out there. So let's be the change that we want to see. God bless you guys, and thanks for watching The Cross-Eyed Texan.